when I played cricket, I always used to have a thicker grip at the bottom because I didn't want to hold the bat as tight, which sort of caused you to swing across the line.
Yes.
What sort of impact does grip thickness and the number of wraps have on somebody's, I guess you could say, swing at the end of the day? Does it make a big difference having thicker grips, thinner grips? And
well, grip thickness is and the type of grip that we use is really critical as part of the three parts of the golf club, right? So we've got the head, the shaft and the grip. They're all important, connected with each other. With the grip, right, I think it's really important to make sure that we get the right size, particularly in your top hand and your bottom hand, right? So the question that you asked was about grip thickness down in the lower hand, right? And that's why these days we have a grip here, it's called like a reduced taper, right? Now, a number of different companies make them these days, but it's a reduced taper. So in other words, what happens is that we've got this part of the grip here, right? As we can see in this one here, it's very, very big here, right? And it tapers down to something a lot smaller, so it goes down like that. This grip here is pretty much the same size all the way down, right?
Okay, yeah.
For that purpose, right? Now in the past we used to pack the bottom of the grip up with 4 layers of tape, then put the grip on, so it gave you that feeling. Now the grips are made in that manner, right? Now it's also important that it's recognised that if your grips are too thin, right, is that if you hold that club with this hand, right, and you can see here, right, in this position here, that this is quite good because your fingers are just touching the palm of your hand. Now this is only an indicator, right?
Okay.
But if your hands were like this, and they were down there, and they were going in, and they were squeezing up against the palm of your hand, we'd say, that grip's far too small, right? So, which does a number of things. It increases the tension in your hands and your fingers, which then it just travels all the way up your arms, shoulders, the whole bit. So you don't want a lot of tension in your grip, and that can create a lot of tension because you just have to make sure that you hang on to the club. It can also cause the release and the uncocking of the wrists to be exaggerated. In other words, it gets too much, which means that you can then possibly hook the ball and shut the face a little bit too much. Now, if you hold it there and find that there's, right, and they don't meet, right, that means it could show that the grip is too big, right? Now that doesn't mean to say that it's not suitable for you, because these are only indicators, right? So we have 3 sizes of grip. We've got standard, we've got mid-size, and we've got oversized. And then we've got this one here is a reduced taper. So that can then cater for just about everybody's grip, everybody's hand size. And as I say, these are only indicators of what we look at here, but at the end of the day, it really is how does it feel and how do you perform with that, because the grip is something that has to really feel good in your hands. Whether that says, no, you should need a bigger grip, you should need a smaller grip, comes down to the fact that we need to get a grip that feels really good in your hands, but it also performs best for you.
Okay.